Hallo, wir sind zurück mit Trails of Cold Steel. Mit wieder einem, ja, es wird wieder ein kürzerer Stream werden. Und es wird ein entspannter Stream werden, denn wir sind right at the start of a Stopover Day. Das heißt, wieder viele Bonding-Events, die auf uns zukommen. Eigentlich gerade fast... Ja. Fast eigentlich schon Bonding-Events, außer ein paar kleine extra Sachen. So. Gehen wir mal Richtung Artisan Street. Als allererstes, wir werden erstmal uns die ganzen kleinen Collectibles holen. Bei dieses Fluid. Da. Rudy Parfait. Thank you very much. Habe ich sogar noch nicht bisher gehabt. So, bist du Maisel? Yes. Gibst du uns einen Gambler Jack? Complete fill the book section of the notebook. Oh, das hat mir noch gefehlt gehabt. Okay. Wusste ich gar nicht, dass ich das verpasst habe. Gut. Ja, das lesen wir aber, sobald wir eigentlich offiziell mal den finalen Kapitel davon kriegen. Aber ja. Ich bin gerade gewundert, weil gerade ein Achievement Power kam und ich so, hä? Alles klar. Dann haben wir noch eine Farbe in den Rare-Menschen, aber das machen wir uns natürlich als letztes. Dann Bonnie Events. Fangen wir mit Sarah an, weil sie gerade hier ist. Hilary! Ach ja, ich merke gerade, wie das würde wieder 4 Lesen für mich werden, ja. Hey there, instructor. I feel a little better now. Feeling just fine, thank you very much. Though I might have overdone it a bit against those guys. Still, at least I was able to see you kids off like a good teacher should. No regrets here. Instructor? Oh, come on, don't give me that look. I might be here resisting, but you look like you should get some rest yourself. Boy, Storch having to tell us much about her past, but she might actually be making an exception this time. Wouldn't mind if I stayed here and rested a bit with you. I'd even be happy to join you for a drink or something. Border, I guess. Really? You're gonna be rolling into bars, shutting up the ladies like a pro, soon with the way you're going. Just take a seat there, I'll get you a little something fancier than water on me. This hard liquor fights back. I gotta pace myself better. Can't chuck on cause they're too strong. I'm 3 sheets to the wind before I know it. It's better than nothing, but I'll take a good beer or cider any day. I'm struggling with this cocktail personally. Feels like I get drunk from it even though there's no alcohol in it. Well, hey, that's just one of the appeals of drinking. I'll make sure to teach you how to savor it once you're old enough. Same way both my superior and my friend did for me back in the day. Was that back then when you were part of the Northernegers? Yep. Granted, they both kicked the bucket a long time ago. Sorry. This operation brought back a lot of memories. Some of them bad, but plenty of good ones too. Getting by back then was a real struggle. Felt like no matter what we did, nothing ever got any better. You came from Northumbria, didn't you? Seems like life there was a lot more brutal than I could have ever imagined. Do you mind if I ask just when you decided to join the Corps? Couldn't tell you exactly when. It felt like as soon as I knew what was going on around me, I had a gun in my hands. Not like there was much else you could do to earn a living around there. They say it was a nice place till the Northumbrian disaster struck around 20 or so years ago. The sword pay incident, nur mal noch als Reminder. I only go back once every few years now. May need to pay my respects. Say. It was the kind of place where death would follow you wherever you went, really. And there wasn't any exception to that. I've lost many people who were important to me. They were there, the next, they were gone. It wasn't until around 6 years ago that Beatrix, well, Colonel Beatrix back then, saved me. After that I cut all my ties and headed down the path of becoming a bracer. You know the rest after that. I guess we do. I don't even know what to say. I can't imagine leading a life like that. Yeah, indeed. You won't find many heroines as tragic as me. But well, what happened at Oxford made me realize something. Also ich könnte eine auf jeden Fall benennen, die auch noch, also würde ich sagen, tragischer ist als Sarah. 2 sogar, um ehrlich zu sein. Theo und Ren. Und es kommt später auch noch eine andere, 2 andere Charaktere, die auch eine echt doch schon eine krasse Backstory haben. Wofür wir actually, so wie es beide schon mal, das sind 2 Charaktere, die in Reverie relevant werden, beziehungsweise in Reverie neu aufkommen. Und deren Backstory gibt's nur in Novelform. Was sie halt aber gemacht haben, vor allem mit dem englischen Release, erstens, man kann die Novel auf der Seite lesen, aber man kann sie auch in-game lesen. Also im Title Screen Menü ist ein extra Menüpunkt, um sich deren Backstory durchzulesen. Was wir auf jeden Fall machen werden. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob das DLC war oder ob das for free war, dass man auch die Novel direkt in-game hat. Bin ich mir gerade nicht sicher. So, ihr müsst auch immer noch daran denken, wir haben ja auch immer noch hier später noch eine Trevor-CD, die wir lesen müssen. Wir sind noch nicht an den Punkt gekommen, ab dem es relevant ist. Turns out I hadn't completely cut my ties to that place. Und sorry for the tangent, aber ja. Crossing raids with old comrades was more painful than I expected. Maybe it's selfish of me to say, but I wish it weren't. Guess this just shows that I've still got a long way to go as an instructor. There's still so much I want to teach you, so you can make it through all this, but I probably wasn't cut out for the job to begin with, you know. I have to respectfully disagree with you there, instructor. We have learned a lot from you, both individually and as a class. Things that you didn't specifically try to teach us either. We learned those simply through observing your actions. Like what? Take what happened at Oxford. The actions taught us that fighting for the people and the country you love can be painful at times. We saw that in your willingness to cross blades with those you once knew. You showed us what it means to be truly determined. At least that's what I got out of it. And I'm certain we will one day have to show that very same determination. Oh. That's why we'd like you to continue teaching us from here on out. In fact, we need you to. I can't see us taking back forwards without your experience and guidance, let alone getting through to grow. Oh, look at you, Reen. The teacher's become the student. Talk about cliches. I get it though. If you're that insistent, then I'll make sure you get the best education possible. As an instructor, and as a comrade. Cheers to that. Or Kampai. If you wanna go, also wenn man es japanisch machen möchte. Schöne und sweete kleine Cutscene. Und da haben wir die Katze in unserer Party. Fee, what's going on? Why are you sitting there wearing only one sock? Oh, the sole of my boots came off while I was walking, and now my foot kinda hurts. So I'm taking a break. Well, after all those boots have been through, I can't really blame them for giving up the ghost like that. Is foot going to be okay? Well, once I've rested a bit, sure. I'll get a boot fixed up after that. We can just keep walking. Wait, how does she think she's gonna get to the tailor without footwear? Is she just gonna roll down this hill? I mean, sie könnte auch einfach barfuß laufen, auch wenn man, ja, das vielleicht nicht recommended ist, aber hey. Obwohl Barfußlaufen ganz okay ist, aber es ist noch quote-unquote etwas altertümlich, es ist ja gerade noch so in der industriellen Revolution. Du weißt halt nicht, wie, ja, barfuß-safe die Straßen sind, würde ich mal sagen. Gibt schon einen Grund, warum wir Schuhe tragen. Okay, the foot's feeling better now. Off we go. Hold up, Fee. You're not actually planning on walking there before like that, are you? Might as well. You used to do this kind of stuff anyway. I may so, but you're still shouldn't be walking around on it like that. We'll step on something sharp in a way. What do you want me to do then? Guess I will be the gallant knight here. Dass sich ja die Katzen-Accessories gegeben hat, macht es irgendwie noch besser. Here we go. What's up? Did it start loading again? I'm fine. Just kind of amazed, really. Don't think anyone else would have followed a piggyback ride in that situation. Huh? Not really about it. Did your story go, my steed? Sorry, but the Pony Express stops here. Upon reaching the tailor, we asked them to fix up Fee's shoe for her. They told it would be a quick process, so they had to look around the store in the meantime. Hey, they've got triggers here. You're pretty fond of this brand, aren't you? Sure am. Seems like they only got formal wear here though. Been up for buying some new sneakers if they had any. I've seen you prancing around in formal wear anyway, to be honest. How long have you been a fan? Mr. Unser? Yep, the boss brought me a pair for helping out with something. That was the second present he gave me, in fact. Oh, what's the first then? The name Closer. That's a present I'll never let go of either. There's no one else in the world who can give me that after all. I know how you feel. Dad welcomed me as a proper member of the Schwarzer family meant the world to me. So yeah, let's keep our appreciation for that close to our hearts. Speaking of things from the past, I was actually reminded of the boss when you were giving me the piggyback ride. Huh? It was the same for me not long after bringing me into Zephyr. Stuff like that's what made him feel like he actually was my real dad. P. There's something else I realized too. You remind me of the boss, but you're not actually him in the end. Just like Class 7 isn't the same family that Zephyr was, even though both are important to me. I'm not the same person I was back then either. I don't want to sit around and be protected all the time anymore. Warum kommt das Druck auf, ey? Yep, that's right. We're all in this together, P. Supporting each other, the obvious way to go. Yep, and I'm gonna use what I learned from my old family to do just that. Thanks, Reed. Not at all. It took a little more time before the order was ready, so the two wandered the store for a while longer. Once it was, they sorted Fee's shoes were as good as new. schön. Guess, kümmern wir uns als nächstes um Lisa. I'm glad you got raised a restaurant this movie, isn't it? I hope Otto can find some peace now. I'm sure he will. Everything you do was never going to give the people of Gaelic back what they had lost, but it's the most we could do for them. We've got you and Valimar to thank for that. Without the two of you, the Duke might still be in power right now. Is something wrong? Oh no, I'm fine, don't mind me. She's definitely got something on her mind. Lisa, if you've got something on your mind, there's no need to keep things bottled up. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Typical Reem. Well, maybe not that typical. You're not usually this sharp. But you're right. Also, eigentlich ist er schon sharp. Also, er kriegt schon gut Sachen mit. Außer es kommt zu romantischen Gefühlen ihm gegenüber, aber ja. Oder nicht nur romantischen, sondern auch zum Beispiel Dank im Allgemeinen oder so ihm gegenüber. Now that you bring it up, let me ask you a favor. Oh, ein bisschen leise, sollte so gut. I don't understand the question. I request clarification. You and not my awakener wish to board me? That's exactly what I want to do. Would it be possible? I don't want to use it to fight or anything like Reen does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay. Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea. You do not. It is entirely possible for the secondary contractors to board me. Really? However, only my awakener is able to operate me as intended. There's no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior. It's okay, I don't need to operate you, honest. Thanks very much. Can you let it inside then? As you wish. Wait, zu zweit? Maria, did you really have to pick this position? I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort. An extra human does put an unforeseeable demand on available space. I'm afraid there was not much I could do under the circumstances. Oh, you're so lying. It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while. It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I will live. Well, if you're alright with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but... So, this is what Valimar looks like on the inside, huh? It's kinda gloomy, isn't it? Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. If it would bother me enough these days, but honestly it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to. Alright. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you fought with Valimar. You fought those alliance orders and against Scarlet and Vulcan. You're right there. Where are you sitting now? Even when you fought with Core. Fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here. Seeing Valimar have helped me a lot though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit. It's just not fair. You're classmates and your friends, we're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valimar always take on the hardest battles. All you can really do is back you up from the sidelines. I mean, ja, ihr habt halt nicht eure eigenen Mechs. Noch nicht zumindest, tust. Also, sie kriegen keine Divine Knights, aber da es halt jetzt Soldaten, also Soldats gibt, ist es wahrscheinlich auch nicht unwahrscheinlich, wenn wir später auch mal Partymitglieder haben, die auch ihre eigenen Soldats mit sich führen und mit uns fighten. So viel nehme ich schon mal voraus. Das ist auch ein bisschen... I mean, wir haben noch zwei, also nach den Games haben wir immer noch zwei Games in derselben Story, also Soldats werden nach kurz die zwei nicht verschwinden. And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough. Oh. So that's what you wanted to see what Valimar, oh, that's why you wanted to see what Valimar looked like on the inside? Yeah, I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you'd go through and what it must be like. Looking out, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Look me. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, to seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder. Are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this? Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you're unable to save. At least I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? Got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valimar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, that's not so different from our days at Force. Well, you don't have to worry about me, Alisa. As long as I know you're all there and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation. I'll fight my hardest, and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart and lend me your aid. Alright, Serene. Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us, but especially to me, so... Alisa. Is there a problem? Oh, what is it, Valimar? I've detected an normal increase in your heart rates. Maintaining optimal health is ideal. I can recommend rest and medical examination. Und ja, ich glaube, also zumindest von den Bonding-Events, was man halt so bisher sieht, ist glaube ich schon so ein bisschen klar, was so ein bisschen der Intended Ship ist. Also zwischen Reen und den Female Cast. Ich glaube, es wird vor allem später, in späteren Bonding-Events wird es eigentlich recht ganz klar, was der Intended Ship ist zu dem Zeitpunkt. Das löst sich aber später wieder ein bisschen auf. No, it's okay. You're fine. We're doing great. Yeah, no, I've had better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valimar. Huh? After taking a moment to unfluster themselves, Reen and Lisa disembarked from Valimar. And all while feeling slightly embarrassed and more than a little awkward, they made their way back to Barleyard. Und damit ist auch Lisa gemaxt. Also wirklich gemaxt. Okay, es habt ihr in Church. Dann kommen wir mal vorbei. Hello guys. It's good that we were able to put an end to the issue with Juice's father, but the winds that blow through this nation grow more tempestuous. So I'm here to pray that they might finally calm, at least a little. I could probably use a little prayer right now. I think I will join you actually. So this is kind of a weird request, but while we're here, would you mind teaching me how people pray in Nord? Sure. Shall we move up a little then? That should do. Praying like this kind of makes me feel in tune with the winds as well. Well, there's a traditional Nord way of prayer after all. They say that doing so calls forth the voices of the spirits and ideas in order to rid the world of disaster. Of course, and how that actually works isn't really explained. I see. It's kind of frustrating to know that all we can really do right now is pray. Read? This war's brought on about so many sacrifices at this point. There will be innocent victims or the soldiers who fell in battle. But in the end, there's nothing we can do to stop that. Celtic's proof enough of that. That's why I can't help but feel so frustrated at myself. Understand what I mean? I felt the same during my time in Nord. There's simply nothing we can do in the face of such a powerful storm. But that doesn't mean we should stand by idly as we watch the destruction. I know that, but it's just... No one person can make their way through life without help. Can cover every need, every eventuality. But that's okay, because mankind shows its greatest strength through banding together. Oh? Those are the words of an old traveling priest who used to visit Nord long ago. Ah, finally wird er nicht genamedroppt, aber mal gementioned. Merkt euch diesen reisenden Priest, den Gaius hier anspricht, denn der wird für Gaius Charakter noch sehr relevant werden später. Beziehungsweise sehr relevant werden für einen von Gaius' ich nenne es mal Buffs. Ja, vielleicht so dran, wenn er dran denkt, was wir so von der Kirche bisher kennen, könnte man sich schon vielleicht was denken. In the end, there's only so much we can do alone. However, by accepting this and working together, people can overcome any trial they face. Oh ja, ich finde aber schon vielleicht mein Kurs die 1. Wenn irgendein Nebensatz irgendwie mal erwähnt wurde, ich glaube doch, Gaius hatten auch meinen Kurs D1, den wir irgendwann mal erwähnt. Von wegen, dass die mal einen Priest immer mal vorbeikommen haben als Ersatz für Sunday School. Wenn ich mich gerade richtig erinnere. Oh, by accepting this and working together, people can overcome any trial they face. My time with Class 7s led me to believe that this is what he meant. Oh. You're not alone, Reen. You have me and the rest of Class 7, not to mention many other comrades with you. So let's do what we can to prevent any more tragedies like Celtic from happening. You're so confident, guys. Maybe I should take a few pointers from you. This doesn't change the fact that we've got a tough road ahead of us, though. But knowing I've got all of you by my side makes me confident that we pull through. Feel very much the same. Let's walk down the road together then and take back our home. Right. So. Elliot war in der anderen Transition, alright. Genau, hier. I don't know what's going to happen to Celtic now. Sure, Dugabur has been dealt with, but that's not going to heal the sadness in their hearts. And the branding his own dad isn't exactly going to cheer Jesus up either. That's for sure. He seems pretty down. I wonder if I can do something to cheer him up. I've got an idea. Hit it. What do you say we head over to the restaurant in the Central Plaza? Which one? One chooses Uncle runs? I think it might just cheer us up a bit. Cheer you up a bit. Deciding that this was the best way to cheer him up, Reem brought Elliot to the Saucier restaurant. Once there, they received special permission from Drew's uncle to go up to the VIP floor. What a beautiful melody. The pianist been in several music magazines, you know. Oh, she is famous? They explain how her music manages to resonate so well. Only the bros can manage that. Of course, the same goes for you too, Elliot. What? No way. Just seeing her play makes me realize that I've still got a long way to go. The world of music really is deep. Your mom was a pianist too, wasn't she? Yep. Remember how she used to play all sorts of stuff for us? She would always play something fun and lighthearted for me and Fiona whenever we were down. It looked like a charm, or as she does right up. I bet she did the same for that too. Thanks, Rain. I can see why you brought me here now. You wanted to remind me that music has the power to inspire and help people move on, right? Guilty. It's just a shame I couldn't do it with my own performance, really. It would have been cool. True. Das wäre sehr cool gewesen. Sorry for sucking. Don't be so hard on yourself, Rain. In fact, you've helped me realize that there's still something I can do for the people of Kellic. I just need the time and the ideal opportunity. Give us a shout when the time comes, okay? We'll gladly help you out. Right, I think it's about time I had a go at it myself. Listening is nice, but nothing beats actually playing. Works for me. Young Elliot wouldn't back down after setting his heart on playing. Reen asked Hammond and the pianist for permission. Fortunately, they were more than happy to agree, and everyone in the restaurant was soon able to enjoy a special performance from him. Unsurprisingly, he played on par with the pianist before him. But Rain and the customers couldn't help but be fully entranced by the wonderful sound of his music. Er ist schon so eigentlich ein extremes Talent, was Musik angeht. Und es wird später noch schöne Momente geben mit der Realization davon bei anderen Charakteren. Mit Elliots Talent und zum Beispiel, dass er zu Class 7 gehört. Ich will nicht so viel wegnehmen, aber ja. Wir haben unsere kleine, ja, unsere kleinen Engel. So, is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Barrehart finally being freed from the two clutches and ended up spaced out. You know how when you finish something you're really nervous about and all the exhaustion rushes over you at once? That's what I'm going through, but don't worry about me. I'll be back on the ship by the time everyone else is. The more she tells me not to worry, the more worried I get. I think she needs to talk to someone. Mind if I sit with you for a while? There's a really nice breeze here, so I figured it might be a good spot to relax. Oh, sure, go ahead. I don't want to sound pushy here, but, well, if you have something on your mind, Thor, I'm more than willing to listen. Oh? I realize that I might not be able to offer any real help, but you've done so much for everyone and me personally, both at Force and on the Courageous. That's why I want to do whatever I can for you in return. That's really sweet of you, Rain. Thanks. To tell the truth, I'm not really sure if I'm the best fit to be the courageous captain anymore. Part of me wishes I declined back when Viscount asked me. Oh, I said. Can I ask why? Well, we managed to set Barrehard free and have two Gabriel arrested, right? But when you think about it, it won't do much to ease the pain for those in Celtic. It won't bring back those that we've lost either. And it's not just that. Think back to when Fiona was taken hostage or what happened with Angie. In the end, I just stood there uselessly waiting for you guys to solve everything. All while having the courageous at our disposal too. That's why I can't help but wonder what a more capable captain would have been able to accomplish. Have you been bothering this stuff up all this time? Sorry for unloading on you. I promised myself I'd become a much more stronger person, and yet here I am, fretting over every little thing. I'm not really suited to be your captain at all, am I? Huh. Thanks for getting it back for me, but still. Trust me when I say that your worries could be further from the truth. I can't think of a single person more suited to be our captain than you. Marine? In the end, we are still students. We don't have the kind of experience Prince Oliver und Viscount Arce do. Und selbst die beiden mussten ja irgendwo mal ihre Erfahrung herbekommen haben, also. Ja. There's no way anyone expects you to be able to do what they can. But despite that, you took it upon yourself to accept such a crucial position in Viscount Arce's place. You're doing everything you can to fulfill that role, even when you're just a student. Seeing you work like that is what's inspired all of us, you know? We wouldn't be the same team without you. That's not true. Huh? I'm certain that everything we've done so far is bringing us one step closer to taking back our school. Accomplishing that will probably be our biggest challenge yet, so... And that's exactly why we need you. Having you alongside us is the greatest motivation we could ever ask for. Of course, we have no intentions of letting this be one-sided. We'll be there for you as much as you are here for us. Immediately? Boy, you're awfully convincing, huh? You're right. We should be using our worries as a means to better ourselves, shouldn't we? I'm such a dummy for forgetting something as simple as that. Hey, we all have our moments. It won't be long now until we can finally take by force. You're gonna go all out and make it a reality, right? Right. Of course. That's what we always do. Ah. Damit haben wir auch mit ihr den letzten Level bekommen. Und ja, ich glaube, es ist relativ obvious, dass dafür, dass wir mit ihr Combat Skills bekommen, dass Thor auch irgendwann mal ein Party-Member sein wird, mit dem wir fighten können. Gut. Ich mache mal hier noch eine kurze Toilettenpause. Wir sind eh gerade bei der Halbzeit, was die ganzen Bonding-Events angeht. Dementsprechend machen wir nach der Toilettenpause die nächste Hälfte. Bis gleich. Und da bin ich auch schon wieder zurück. Und wenn ich gerade so auf der Toilette war, ich glaube gerade auch so der Gedanke, ich habe gestern angefangen, Silent Witch zu gucken. Jetzt nachdem ja die ganzen Folgen raus sind, kann ich das ja relativ gut quote-unquote binge-watchen. Zumindest kann ich die Folgen so schön hintereinander gucken, so wie ich gerade lustig bin. Ich hasse es immer so eine Woche, also eine Folge zu gucken und dann eine Woche zu warten. Ich warte immer, bis der Anime komplett raus ist, zumindest eine Season komplett raus ist. Und wir haben ja gerade das Bonding-Event von Thor gemacht, beziehungsweise in der letzten Folge, weil bei der zu der Pause, die ich gerade gemacht habe, werde ich den Cut setzen für die Folge. Abgesehen von der extremen Schüchternheit erinnert mich Monika sehr an Thoma. Also Monika von Silent Witch. Die geben mir eigentlich so ziemlich dieselben Vibes. Abgesehen von der extremen Schüchternheit, die halt Monika hat, die Thoma halt nicht hat. Same Vibes. So komplett. Okay, was bringen wir mal die. Beziehungsweise, ich trinke auch kurz noch einen Schluck, weil mein Mund wird trocken. Er ist aber schon wieder fast 40 Minuten durchgelesen gefühlt. Chooses reason actions have me thinking if my father stepped from the path of righteousness, would I be able to do the same thing Jesus did? Would you? I don't even want to think about it. It couldn't have been easy for him, of course, but it'd take a lot of strength to stand up to your father like that. But I'm sure having our support is helping him make it through. He might not say it, but I think he appreciates us being here. I might be right. Aside from our support helping him, he's so full of himself that he's bound to recover once his ego reinflates itself. And on that note, I have shopping to do. Wouldn't want to show too much compassion, would we, Marcus? It could be... what could he be here to buy, though? What are you here to buy, anyway? Flowers for some special occasion? That's one way to put it. Actually, while you're here, mind having me choose? I think it would make him happier if you did. Together, Irene and Machias made their choice and walked to the north towards the highway. This is our bridge, right? Is there a reason you brought a bouquet, Machias? It's my way of paying my respect. This lake flows towards Kallik, so I guess you will do. That's for the market manager, isn't it? Well, yes, I owe him a lot, after all. It's because of him that we were able to avoid being noticed by the provincial army during our time in Kallik. I don't think Class 7 ever would have been reunited if it weren't for his help. It's frustrating, knowing that we'll never be able to pay him back. This is the least I can do for him. Lucky yes. It was the anniversary of my cousin's death the other day too, but I wasn't able to visit her grave. I couldn't without things at the moment, but it's the least I can do for her too. Or was it? What exactly are you planning to do with the bouquet? Guys told me about the Nord way of paying respects to the dead that I wanted to try. They say that by sending a bouquet down a river, your feelings will reach those that have departed. This is my way of swearing an oath to both of them. That we'll make it through this war, no matter what. And that I work towards turning Erebona into a country where the innocent have no need to suffer anymore. If only. Changing an entire country sounds impossible, but... You know what, Marcus? Part of me feels like we could pull it off. If we can make it through this, there's no limit to what we can do, to what we can change. Really think so? I'm glad you feel the same as I do. Yeet. Sure, your cousin and the market manager are watching over us too. So let's make sure to not disappoint them. I wouldn't dream of it. Watch me, you two. Class 7 by my side, I'll make sure to fulfill this vow I've given. Market stood in respectful silence as they watched the bouquet float into the distance. Once it was completely out of view, they walked back to Balearhat. Sehr schön. Dann, Laura müsste noch hier irgendwo rumgeistern. Ne? Hier oben. Nee, Medium. Laura ist draußen. Okay, da hab ich schon vertauscht. Which one do I want? Amelia? Now I pictured you as the bookstore type. What are you looking for? I'm not, I just want a good book for making sweet stuff. After all our hard work, I thought it would be nice to make a treat for everyone. Well, that's really thoughtful of you. I'm sure the others would be thrilled. It's kind of surprising to hear that she thought this up out of the blue, too. Just you wait. You guys are gonna love it. Whatever it is. I promise is I won't eat it all up before you get a chance to try it, okay? It might be too delicious to resist. As thoughtful as she's being, I'm kind of nervous about letting her cook on her own. I say to letting me be a sous chef on this one. If you want. But I get to order you around and you can't get in my way or you will suffer the consequences. Deal? Ich kann es auch nicht vorlesen, um zu lachen gerade. Ich finde den Dialog gerade einfach schon wieder zu passend und zu lustig. You got it. No idea where that confidence is coming from, but now I can make sure she doesn't blow anything up. Ich glaube, beim Medium musst du dir ein bisschen weniger Sorgen drum machen, als wie beim Mint zum Beispiel. Bei Medium musst du dir irgendwie, wie immer, halt Sorgen machen, dass du vielleicht Ärgeralarm rausholt und Ärgeralarm irgendwas machen lässt, was dann wieder schief geht. Aber beziehungsweise Lami. You probably start by deciding what we want to make first. After some deliberation, the two settled on making an apple tart. They made a quick supply stop in a store in Balearhat and then headed to the curator's kitchen, rolled up their sleeves, and got to work. Hiya! Kevin, Medium. Look, this is how you're supposed to order it, see? Oh, why are you always cramming my style? Cooking is all about heart, and I've got tons of that. You're going to stab me in the heart if you don't stop brandishing the kitchen knife like a deadly weapon. Oh, my arm's going dead. Can I stop whisking this now? Sure, if you don't want it to rise, probably in the oven. Come on, stop whining and concentrate. I know tasting until it's done. Ich habe irgendwie das Gefühl, dass William zum Sous-Chef degradiert wurde. Fine, fine. Full speed whisking ahead. Now we just need to wait for it to go. Ooh, I'm so excited. Is it ready yet? It's been less than a minute. Sie ist wirklich wie ein kleines Kind. Watching around supporting William proved to be no small task. The victory the apple tart was successfully completed. Yay, we're finally done! And look how nice it looks. It's really magical what can happen when you don't use salt instead of sugar. Why do you have to ruin the moment by bringing that up? Still, thanks for all the help. You're welcome, it was fun. It's kinda, this idea kind of came out of left field though. When I think of you, I think of destruction, not creation. I mean, fair. Ich kann's verstehen. Any particular reason you decided to make something for a change? I don't know, I just feel kind of something. Like, it's hard to describe, but I've got this weird tightness in my chest and it won't go away. I think it first showed up when I saw what happened to Kalik. It got me all restless. I always feel like I've got to do something. Doesn't matter what, as long as I do it. I was hoping the feeling would go away when I called to Gabriel, but that didn't happen. Coping with her sadness. If anything, chooses having to rest instead only makes things worse. Any idea what I've got, Dr. Reen? I know exactly what I've got, and it's not anything unusual. It's called sadness. Everyone feels it sometimes, but I guess this might be the first time you have. So that's what this is. Neat. I had no idea. Never felt like this before. It's kinda out of character for me though. Personally, I think this might actually be a good thing. It's a sign that you're growing and maturing. As a person, I mean, not as an intelligence agent. I'm growing? Sad things happen. It's a fact of life. But it's by overcoming those things and moving past them that we can grow as people. So don't be ashamed of how you're feeling. There's no reason to hide it if you're sad. You matter too much to do that to yourself. Oh, you really think so? Okay. Still not totally sure how to deal with how I'm feeling right now, but thanks for talking to me about it. The set conversation completed. Reen and William put the finished avatar in the fridge to share with the rest of their friends later. Afterwards, they both left the garages and returned to Barleyard. Nixon gab. Schön. Da sind wir eigentlich bei fast allen zumindest auf 6, ne? Juices, wir kriegen wir noch auf 6 später. Wir haben noch ein Bonding-Event mit Juices offen. Emma wird noch gefinisht. Laura wird gleich noch gefinisht. Ja. Damit ist zumindest der ganze Female-Cast ist auf Stufe 7 und der ganze Male-Cast ist auf Stufe 6. Ja, man merkt so gar nicht Präferenzen, oder? Und, ja, mich kommentiert das nicht weiter. Laura. Tschüss, Laura, I guess. I wonder why Laura's going out to the canyon alone. I know she can handle herself just fine, but still. I've got some time on my hands, so let's go check on her. Laura? Huh. Laura? Alright, why would you jump in there when it's cold out? Ah, I see you've come along touring. No need for concern, it's cold but refreshing. Ich finde es sehr interessant, dass sie von der Höhe gesprungen ist, wenn sie in dem Wasser stehen kann. Ich bezweifle, dass es tief... also wenn sie da drin so easy stehen kann, bezweifle ich, dass es tief genug ist, dass du einfach da reinspringen kannst, ohne dich zu verletzen. She seems like she is okay. Ich würde es aber sehr anzweifeln, dass sie wirklich okay ist, aber gut. I know she is used to winter swimming, but we are the coldest part of the year right now. She want to clear her mind or something? Which raises the question of what could be troubling her. Wer hat sie überhaupt vorher die Wassertiefe getestet? By the way. Laura finally came ashore after spending a little more time in the water. Realizing she would be freezing, we made sure he had the towel ready for her. My apologies. Perhaps it was a bit much to try my hand at swimming during this time of year. It really was. Something up. I know you're fond of swimming, but doing something like this is out of the blue isn't like you. See? Sorry, but you're gonna have to let me dry your hair off at least. Very well then. Having dried off her hair, Reen left Laura to finish drying off otherwise and get changed. In the meantime, he headed back into town to grab her something warm to drink. Thank you for your consideration, Reen. I've warmed up plenty now. See, it was worth me fussing over you. And then back to the courageous. You could catch a cold if you stay out here. No need, I'm fine. As you know, I'm used to this. I'd like to apologize for worrying you, however. Well, I wasn't too worried. It's you we are talking about. So, did you bring this uniform from force or something? Yes, actually. I found it in my luggage after leaving. I used it often during the time Emma and I spent in Lake Rum too. It sounds funny when I say it out loud, but swimming has always been a way for me to wash away my concerns and hesitations. Of course, Emma had a similar reaction to yours whenever I did. It's not funny at all, really. I get what you mean. As Nova, I found myself thinking a lot about what happened here in this province. It is true that what Duke Aberea did to Celtic is beyond unforgivable. However, one could also argue that he never would have employed such tactics if war had never broke out. It's clear that his position in both the four great houses and the Noble Alliance is what drove his actions. You may have a point. It's no guarantee that any other noble wouldn't have ended up doing the same. What's funnier than what you said is that I'm technically a noble too, but I never even thought of things like that before. We still have a long way to go. Not just in swordsmanship either. It doesn't benefit us to single-mindedly dedicate ourselves purely to that. Still, I feel that if we are able to make it through this, we will be so much stronger thanks to the experience. I want to rise above every challenge life throws my way, both as a swordsman and a noble. Naturally, that involves trusting in others rather than attempting to deal with those challenges alone. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Green. Laura? I didn't mean anything special by that, mind you. It's just that since you also happen to be a swordsman, we should strive to motivate each other. I'm curious to see where we can go from here. There are many incredible warriors taking part in the war, but together I believe we can catch up to them. And just maybe, we'll be able to reach the strength of the Landsmaiden herself. Das wird sich noch zeigen. I mean, dass die Landsmaiden noch eingreifen wird, weil sie ja, nachdem alles in Crossbill durch war, nach Elbone gegangen ist logisch, oder? Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just how far our swordsmanship will take us. The two talked for a while longer before deciding to walk back into town. Sehr schön. Dann bleibt zumindest auf der Seite erstmal noch Alfin offen. Und Emma und Jesus. Auf der anderen Seite. Die Frage ist, wo chillt Alfin hier? Attack hier vorne. In ihr Xena Strayheart im Outfit. It would seem they're about to hold mass over at the cathedral. Thinking of sneaking, kind of incognito, but... is something the matter? It's nothing, just pretend I didn't say anything. Oh, and try to get some rest, Reen. You must be exhausted. She seems like she's got something on her mind. Don't mind if I joined you, Your Highness? I feel much more at ease if I at least escorted you to the cathedral, just as a precaution, of course. Would you, Reen? Thank you so much for your concern. Shall we be off then? Seeing Barriard's cathedral up close is always breathtaking. Been to Barrier before, haven't you? That's right, I have a number of noble acquaintances here even. Speaking of which, today's mass seems to have attracted more of them than usual. It looks like it's intended as an occasion to mourn the losses suffered by Celtic. Oh. Judging by the people I saw go in, it will probably be a fairly large event. So it seems I plan to attend as well, to my prayers to the market manager, but... oh, it's nothing. Let's go inside, Reen. And so, Reen and Princess Alfine entered the cathedral to attend the mass currently being held. Of course, they were careful to sit behind the majority of attendees to avoid standing out. However, during the sermon, I'm sure you have all heard by now of the terrible tragedy that took place in Celtic recently. In light of this, let us offer up our prayers for the people there. May Allah be with them all. Rest in peace, Otto. What's going to happen to us from here on out? I can't believe they actually arrested Duke Abarea. Not to mention the fact that we've been removed from the Noble Alliance's jurisdiction. But why though? See no reason to accept the Imperial Army when our own army is still intact. Duke Abarea certainly has made a mark of things this time. These people from here? They're supposed to be mourning for the people of Celtic. There's a time and a place for self-pity, and it sure as hell isn't now. Besides, sure, Celtic was partly to blame for what happened too, no? You heard all about their belligerent attitude toward Duke Abarea. Yet he was arrested simply for teaching them a lesson? It's crazy to all know. The beloved empire certainly has been on the decline these past couple of years. Ich meine, ich weiß gleich, was kommt und Alvin, you will be doing the right thing, aber Alter, diese Kommentare könnt ihr euch bitte auch sparen einfach, oder? I can't take much more of this. Yep. Same, Reen. Same. Just wonder what do people think you are? Huh? There's Racer Royce during Holy Mass. Wait, another face? Princess Arthur? Huh. How could you make light of what happened in Celtic? Do you generally believe that it's none of your concern, that Celtic deserved its fate? Is this how you treat your fellow Erebonians? Don't you realize that by putting aside such social labels, this tragedy could have been prevented? Your Highness. But maybe I'm not one to talk. I may share the same sentiments as you all had, continue to live my cozy life in Handala. I would have done little other than pity them without making an attempt to truly understand the gravity of the matter. In the end, it would just been another event on the long list of things that to eventually get forgotten. But please, I beg of you, please realize that whether they are noble or a commoner, every life matters. The people who suffered in Celtic, who lost their lives because of this war, are no less important than any of us. Each and every one of them lived a life of their own and had a future ahead of them until it was ripped away. Your Highness. Your Highness? Reen? So please ask anyone in disagreement with the Duke's arrest to go see Celtic for themselves. Just not enough to convince you his arrest was the right thing to do, then by all means, bring your complaints to me. I swear on the honor household that I will listen to every single one of you in earnest. After Mrs. Alvin's speech, they left the cathedral that had turned deathly quiet. From there, Reen escorted her back to the airport. The entire way, she struggled to hold back her tears. Thank you, Reen. I've gotten hold of myself now. And how embarrassing is it to act out like that during a holy mass? I'm sure my brother would have been able to handle the situation much better. Ich glaube, er hätte aber trotzdem auch einfach so eine Rede gehalten. Zwar auf seine eigene Art und Weise, mit seinem gewitzten Charme. Aber er hätte sich das auch nicht auf sich setzen lassen. Er hätte wahrscheinlich seine Lute ausgepackt, hätte erstmal einen Song gespielt, hätte seine Worte auch in dem Song gepackt und dann hätte dann nochmal eine Ansage gemacht, aber ja. Plötzlich would have ended it in his own way, sure. Ja, wie ich es gerade gesagt habe. But that doesn't make your actions any less worthy of respect, however. You don't think it was too much? I mean it when I say that speech hit very close to home. But I'm sure some of the nobles there must have been impacted the same way. If anything, I'd say you've made me feel more proud to be a member of the Empire than ever before. Did I? Yeah. Sure, when this war comes to an end, your words will be able to reach even more people too. Until then, all we can do is keep fighting. Thank you, Reen. You could say this is such a relief. Happy to help, Your Highness. Let's just focus on doing what we can for now, okay? Please don't forget that we are all here to support you. Thank you. Sehr cute. Arena's corner Princess Arvin to the courageous, he had to back the down. Das ist auf jeden Fall so eigentlich so ein Bonding-Event, was man nicht verpassen sollte. Das ist ein sehr schönes Bonding-Event. What a peaceful place. It was during our field studies, of course, but it's nice to see that it's still the case. This peace could be a recent development, though. These past few weeks might not have been so kind. We certainly haven't been kind to choosers. Still, there's not much we can do now except rest and recover, and we need it. It does seem like a nice enough place to rest, to be honest. Hey, would you mind if I sat with you for a while? Not just your idea or anything, but this does seem like a nice spot to take a break. I certainly thought so. Please make yourself comfortable. It's nice and quiet here, not too cold either. Don't think I've been able to sit back and relax like this in a long time. Why does it feel so heavy? Must be more tired than I thought. Reen? Looks like you fell asleep. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You must be exhausted after Orac's fought. In that case... Lap pillow. Huh? I must have fallen asleep. On something nice and comfy, no less. Huh? Hello there, sleepy yet? Hello. Oh. Emma? Why was I on your lap? Did you sleep well? Best sleep of my life. Don't change the subject. Well, let me apologize. I really didn't expect to end up sleeping on your lap like that. I'm the one who put you there in the first place, so no need to think about apologizing. Couldn't leave you to sleep on a cold hard bench, after all. I would do this as a way just to support you. Just think of this as another form of support. It's kind of a stretch. I would appreciate it if you let me do this much for you at least. Well, thanks to both of you and Valimar, that barrier regained peace. In fact, I believe you managed to come as far as we have thanks to your efforts. I don't know about that, Emma. You're not forgetting that I had all of you. Been able to push myself through all this only thanks to the people who chose to stick by me. Besides, I never would have come across Valimar in the first place if it weren't for your guidance. Think that much of us, Reen? Well, yeah, we've still got a long road ahead of us, right? That road will eventually lead us to Crow and Vita. So, sorry, but you're still stuck with us, Emma. Need your support now more than ever. I can live with that. I'll do everything in my power to help, both as your friend and as your class president. Sehr schön. Dann bleibt noch Jesus, der hier oben chillt. The sight of this place never ceases to amaze me. Both the Duke and Scarlet are being held here, I think. Ich finde es auch krass, dass sie sozusagen wirklich hier gefangen halten werden und nicht in einer angemessenen Zelle. And it's incredible. It's not as grand as Warflame Palace, but I doubt you'll find many mansions this fancy. The Duke's residence is certainly befitting of his status. You came after all, Reed? Here, I was kind of hesitant to come and visit in case I got in your way, though. Oh, it's fine. Everything is largely settled here now. I'll leave the rest to you then. It's your wish. Leave everything to us. And we will strive and make things as comfortable for your father as possible. Yeah, my thanks. He is Captain Greer's adjutant, isn't he? Indeed, and quite skilled one at that. He and his men will be managing the mansion together while keeping my father in custody. At least until the war comes to an end. Right. There's no need to look so glum. He deserves to answer for his crimes, much like others. He should be grateful he hasn't been handcuffed and thrown in a cell. Was ich finde, sollte aber... Okay. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Oh yeah, Scarlet's here too, right? She currently is receiving treatment in the annex. She remains bedridden, but her life is in no real danger, or so I hear. It's good. If you'd like to speak of her, you should go and pay her a visit. Or I'll be going to my room and get ready for departure. If you need anything at all, feel free to come by and see me. Thanks, Truces. Will do. Schon krass, wie sehr der Boden glänzt. He's like, where is this room anyway? And road annex Scarlet is in either. I guess I have to ask someone. Oder wir gucken uns halt einfach rum und fragen und reden mit jeder interessanten Person, die wir treffen. Das ist auch noch so eine Option. Ich muss gerade noch was ganz gucken. Okay, das ist dann in Jesus Raum. Beziehungsweise die Map verratet es mir. Oh. I knew it would be you. Did you come to listen to me whine and complain about you? I know you didn't want me to save you, but you don't have to hate me for it. I was just joking. I don't care what happens to me, or whether I live or die, or get executed as a terrorist. What happens, happens. Stop being so flippant about the whole thing. I seem to be a little more cheerful than I was expecting you to be. I'm glad. Well, it sounds like you're doing alright, at least. That's good. My complaint is that I wasn't allowed to ascend to heaven like I wanted to. But perhaps this is just how it was meant to be. I wish I could tell you. You said you used to be a sister, right? You mentioned something about training over in Ontario too? I did, though that training was a long time ago. It really takes me back. So that wasn't a lie? Sorry, it wasn't that I didn't believe you, it's just... If you know, I grew up in one of the most pious families in the country. Hard as that may be to believe. I was so happy when I was first invited to join the church. I doubt you'd know, but your church is a fairly complex organization with plenty of divisions within it. I mean, I know, also wir wissen's, Rowena vielleicht gerade nicht, aber ja. The part I was invited to join was an organization called the Congregation of the Sacraments. They're a group full of immensely skilled people who take on some unique missions, to put it mildly. Also, auch da, wo ihr unsere... wo Waji und Kevin nur mit dabei sind. Also ja. It made me happier than you can imagine to be recognized by people like that at such a young age. Ich glaube, Reese hat ein Training als Squire gemacht. Müsste sein. I didn't have any special abilities of my own, but I left home, trained my hardest and eventually became a Squire. Ja, okay. Also sie hat theoretisch denselben Status wie Reese. Also Reese. A Squire? In a kind of knight? What? You said you became a sister. Unless you're saying the church has knights too. Kinda confused now. Ja, wie Gralsritter. Anyone would be in your position. The image of the church begins and ends with priests and mass. As it was, my days in Ontario came to an abrupt end. Just before I went out on my first mission, I got word of what had happened. I headed back to Erebonia as fast as I could, but I was too late to do anything. Hey Scarlet, I think you should get some more rest. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you strain yourself. Here we are, Softy. If you want to get a rest, you'll have to come back another time. So, if you're interested... Thought I mentioned someone going from being a sister to a terrorist, but that's just what happened. I'm still convinced that it would have been a waste for her to have died back then. I'm glad she seems to have calmed down for now. I have to come back another time to see how she's doing. Oh ja. So. Juice's Room war jetzt so drüben. Go to Juice's Room. Yes, please. Und hier müsste, genau, eine neue Farbe für unser Bike sein. Und noch ein Boarding Event. The MP should be able to take care of the mansion for the time being. Perhaps this is a chance for me to take one of the horses out for a final ride before I leave. That sounds kind of fun, actually. Ich finde schön, wie trotzdem Juices da oben sein Fechtschwert hängen hat. Waiting for joining you, Juices. I haven't seen any of your family's horses since the race we had. Not at all. That gives me an idea, in fact. Come with me. Well, where? We bought one of the horses from the Berea mansion, while Juices rode another. Together they set off on horseback toward Aurochs Canyon, with Juices taking the lead. Huh, this is very hard to do before, isn't it? Why do you come out here? Try a sword ring. I'd like to request another duel of you. Choose this. Do you remember what you told me during our field study here? You claimed that there was something honest about the way I fought. It was because I learned my swordsmanship from someone I trusted. I did, didn't I? My trust in my brother has not faltered. However, because of that trust, I fear that when the time comes to fight him, my sword will be hindered by hesitation. I dread the day that I will have to turn my blade upon my own brother. I'm not proud of it, but that's how it is. You can hardly blame you, Jesus. Anyone in your position would feel that way. Perhaps, but that's why I'd like to face off with you, Reem. Whether I win or lose, I believe our duel will allow me to cast away my doubts. And for that, I should be able to better trust in my own convictions, regardless of whom I may face. I realize that this is a somewhat selfish request, but please, this is important to me. Am I even allowed to say no after that speech? It's not often that you ask for favors like this either. So sure, let's go. Just know that I won't be holding back. Hit me for all you've got. Pleasure. Wieder ein Cutscene-Fight. Schade. Ich würde diese Fights eigentlich gerne in-game machen, aber... The three ninjas began a duel, putting all of their strength into battle. They cleared their heads of all distractions. They focused purely on trying to be the victor. With that, the fight continued on until... I don't think I can move another muscle. Now can I? Even real battles, it's not often that I fight to the point of exhaustion. I think it's because we can reach each other so well that we're able to fight to this point, really. Granted, I could see Masakabe and Viscount Azade keeping it up the whole day without getting tired or bored. You know them, but I still think we did pretty well for a couple of teenagers. Agreed. It was fun in our own strange way. Thank you, Reen. I feel as though I can now go forth and fight with the same honesty yet again. I have been taught by Rufus, but it was Class 7 who helped me to further develop my skills. No need to thank me, I'm just glad you were honest with me and asked. That was beyond awful. Aaron. Efforts, they somehow managed to summon up the energy to get on their horses and return to Barleyard. Und heute ist das letzte Bonding-Event durch. Und damit ist auch unser Stop-Overlay so ziemlich durch. Wir haben alles, was wir finden können. Wir haben alles an Character-Profiles, was wir kriegen können, weil es kommt alles durch Bonding-Events. Ja, damit sind wir durch. Ich finde es krass, wie sie sich wirklich auch die Arbeit gemacht haben, auch wirklich das Spiegeln zu machen. Aber Alter, wie arschglatt muss der Boden sein, wenn der so glänzt. Vor allem dabei ist das nicht mal Material oder Farben, was wirklich gut spiegeln würde, to be honest. Es sieht nach Stein aus, außer es ist eine komplette Glasschicht drüber gezogen. Oder ist das irgendeine Art von Kristallen gemacht? Das könnte auch sein. Aber ja. Ein bisschen unnatürlich. Aber trotzdem haben sie sich die krasse Arbeit gemacht. Courageous. Here we go. To go back inside, I feel like there's still more to see in Barriers. Ich weiß nicht, ob das irgendwie ein Nord zu irgendwas sein soll, aber wir haben alles eigentlich. Critical carriages will cause the main story to advance, and symbolic events will no longer be available. I suppose I will head back inside and sit and wait for the others to get back. Reen! Well, caught you just at the right time. Were you planning on going inside too? Oh, hello. What's wrong? You seem all flustered. Well, we got a message from the guys still inside the ship. They said that something happened over in Crossbill. The Azure Tree! In Crossbill? You saw the city covered by a blue barrier from where Garrier Fortress was, but it's not that, I'm guessing. Believe it or not, something even weirder. They're planning to go and get a closer look at it. They mind grabbing everyone else still in town and bringing them back here. They're getting everything ready for liftoff in the meantime. Okay, we'll be back as soon as I can. I do everything here to you. Ich habe ja das letzte Mal schon gesagt, was so nebenbei gerade passiert. Und ja, Azure Tree. Ricky left to find his classmates. Ich wollte gerade überlegen, müsste es nicht vielleicht nur noch wieder einen neuen News geben, aber es wird wahrscheinlich im Start vom nächsten Part von Akt 2 kommen. Once everyone was gathered at Barrier Airport, they boarded the Courageous, then promptly took off. I'll check it too. Okay. 38 points? Yes. Sehr schön. Course through the east is clear. All hands remain vigilant. Ships approaching maximum cruising speed. Should be getting closer to the fortress soon. Please get in touch with the 4th Armor Division and Railway Military Police. Hi, Captain. Oh, I think I can see something in the distance. What I'm getting some very strange readings here. Oh, I can see crossbow now. Seems to be something emitting a light in the distance as well. What in the world is that? Um ganz Böses zu sagen. Hallo Kia. I don't know. The blue barrier that was surrounding the city before is gone. Now there's something even more unbelievable in its place. An Azure Tree? Yeah, it looks like a tree to me too. It's got all those branches coming out of it. I don't think tree is so vast even exists in legend. Never mind in reality. Yeah, there's something completely otherworldly about it. Do you know what it is, Celine? I wish I did. There's nothing like that in any of the clan's legends. Ja, weil es auch ein komplett neuer Septarian ist. To be honest. Just what is happening over in Crossbill? Wir kriegen natürlich auch die Uroboros POV hierfür.
高さにして2000アージュ以上。凄まじいの一言だな。
まさかあんなもんを拝める日が来るなんてな。やっぱり長生きはしてみるもんやで。あれこそ美の真髄。
I mean, dass der Baum schön ist, ja, can't deny that. Wenn man den Kontext zu dem Baum weiß, nein. Arme Kia.
青きゼロの計画。人の執念の賜物というわけか。
あちらは予定通りみたいですわね。我がマスターが手助けをして失敗などありえませんけど。
なるほど。結社の減塩計画とやらの片割れの産物ってわけか。
Ich finde es interessant, dass Crow in on it ist, also was den Phantasmal Blaze Plan und sowas angeht.
あれに匹敵する代物をこっちでもぶちかまそうってんだな。
その通りよ。ゼロの巫女が権限させた人による奇跡の具現化。かの大樹の出現をもって計画の第二楽章もいよいよ終幕へと突入したわ。さあ、最後の準備に取り掛かるとしましょう。
The first movement being das, was in Libera basiert ist. Mit der Liebe Arc.
この物語が行き着く最高のフィナーレに向けて。
Ja. Es kommt noch einiges auf uns zu, rein in Cold-Steel 2. An Twists und Turns. Vor allem an Plot-Twists.
いよいよ大詰めみたいだが、深淵やカンパネルらの目論見通りに行くもんかね。
Ja, gute Frage. Ich finde es interessant, warum er vor allem wieder und Campanella im Einsatz spezifisch anspricht. Wo kriegen wir das andere gezeigt, was hier passiert? Weil ansonsten würden wir eigentlich jetzt durch den Cut nach Heimdallar kriegen. Ah ne, okay, es ist was anderes. Denke ich mal. Ich habe schon mal das letzte Mal was gedroppt. Excuse us, Lord Rufus. Okay, ist was anderes. Well, Lieutenant General Legine and Brigadier General Bardius. They thought you were still on the Western Front. But ask what brings you here? Do you need to ask? First Ruhr, now Bardiard. The Eastern Front is collapsing as we speak. I see no reason for us to remain in the West any longer. I don't go quite that far, General. As long as the West remains well protected, that will not fall. As for Nordia and the other elements which sided with Duke Arbarea, they could always abandon their neutrality. The war is still ours for the winning, that hasn't changed. Impressive analysis. By the way, would you happen to know anything about that vast tree that sprouted up in Crossbow? It isn't even a tree to begin with. Sie fragt die richtigen Fragen. I haven't viewed it from up close, but the pictures were like nothing I'd ever seen. Could be completely harmless, but it's likely causing Erebonians in the east no shortage of anxiety just by being there. Quite agree, and it concerns me as well. Still, Dukayan's insisted his appearance was planned. There should be nothing to fear. Really now? As aware he was affiliating himself with some suspicious society of sorts. Could the two be related? Oh yeah. What happens behind the scenes is of no concerns to us, I suppose. You're warriors. We live to fight on the battlefield. So, dear Chief of Staff, who's our next opponent to be? Getting right down to business, I see. I'd like for the two of you to defend the capital. The opponents are to be the 3rd and 4th Armor Division, who will be advancing upon it within the next few days. Is that so? Wait, so they're risking everything in an attempt to take Heimdallr? That is what I predict will happen, yes. I think Craig the Red and One-Eyed Sex will prove to be enough entertainment for the two of you, wouldn't you agree? After all, only the best will do for the 2 strongest soldiers the French army has to offer. Alright, you're in, you have my attention. The prospect alone has my blood boiling in anticipation. I concur. Very well, shall do as you say. This is sure to be a clash for the ages. Oh, okay, wir sehen es doch. Ich habe vorhin vergessen, dass man das sogar sieht. Zu dem jetzigen Zeitpunkt schon. Da habe ich so irgendwas leicht vorweggenommen, was gar nicht so lange weit weg ist.
海援校、僕たちは一体どこに向かっているんですか？
そう不安そうなお顔をされるものではありません。我らが向かうのはヘイムダルの、いや、帝国の中枢にして力を司る場所。すべての終わりと始まりの場所です。
すべての終わりと始まり。
Ich finde es nur so ironisch, wenn ich jetzt schon weiß, wem das eigentlich am Ende in die Hände spielen wird, was er gerade macht. Wir werden es sowieso früher oder später noch in dem Game sehen, was ich meine. Ich finde es nur so ironisch, vor allem weil ich halt, also ich weiß, was halt doch kommt.
足元にお気をつけください。万が一踏み外せば致命傷は避けられぬかと。
Sehr reassuring, Altino.
やれやれ、いたずらに脅かすな。帝国の司法たる殿下を守るのもくぐつたる貴様の役目であろう。
失礼しました。そろそろ到着のようですね。
お待ちしておりましたわ。皇太子殿下、それに海援校。
オペラ歌手のピーター・クロチルダさん？どうしてあなたがこんなところに？
いやあ、魔女殿、予定通りたどり着けたよ。例の大樹とやらも無事に顕現したようだな。
おかげさまで無事にあとはこちらの段取りを進めるだけですわ。ただしくれぐれも
分かっているとも。魔女の言いつけを破るほど私も愚かではないからな。
Ich finde es sehr interessant, wie eigentlich Ouroboros Cayenne um den Finger gewickelt hat. Und in dem Fall speziell Vita.
何の話をしてるんですか？どうして僕はこんなところに連れてこられて。
すぐにわかりますとも。おお、そうか、これが。
これって。あそこに埋まっている赤いものって。
Ich hatte im letzten Stream davon geredet, dass zeitgleich an dem Tag noch ein Beitrag, die in Wine Night auftauchen wird. Here you go.
何これ。
素晴らしい。これこそが千の武器を持つと謳われし伝説の魔人。大いなる力の一端にして250年前に大帝と聖女に封じられた真紅の最悪。赤のテスタロッサタ。
Fun Fact, dass Shirleys Waffe auch Testarossa heißt, ist kein Zufall. Es wurde nach dem Divine Knight benannt. Und gibt auch vielleicht schon einen kleinen Hint darauf, auf was vielleicht eine Beziehung, die Shirley und Cedric später haben werden. Die beiden werden sich früher oder später kennenlernen, so viel sage ich schon mal. Ja, auch eine ganz andere so eine Fun Fact, es wurde als eine Calamity, also der Divine Knight wurde als Calamity angesehen. Also als, was ist das deutsche Wort für Calamity? Das fällt mir gerade überhaupt nicht ein. The Azure Tree. That's the name of the bizarre tree that appeared in Crossbow then? Yeah, I found it out from the guild branch over there. Things still seem to be tense over in that direction. No one's really sure what it's for or what it can do. Don't think it will have any direct effect on Erebonia though. Indirekt aber schon. I suppose it's good news. Sort of. Still, people on this side of the country are understandably feeling uneasy about it. Yeah, people have enough to worry about with a giant glowing tree sprouting up from out of nowhere. Anyone would start feeling nervous at the sight of such a thing. At least it should keep Calvert off our backs for a while, right? They're as curious as we are on what that thing is, and they're not gonna risk an attack before they know for sure. Exactly. In a sense, it's doing the same thing for us the barrier around Grosper City did before it up and vanished. It's probably the best distraction everyone could ask for about now. Oh, is that what your brazier instincts are telling you? It doesn't take a brazier to think that. If Kabul were to invade right now while the war is going on. True, the situation beyond it is splendidly chaotic as it is. Wir brauchen keinen Kalbert, das sich jetzt hier noch mit reinhängt, ne. What we can do right now is keep doing what we always have and gather information. I'm sure we can do something to improve the situation here, but we don't know enough to decide what that something is. Alright guys, let's just take a deep breath and do the best we can. Yep, that's the best attitude to have for right now too. One thing we could do is keep looking around for other Force students. We could always use more help, right? Still need more Simordian ore too. Oh, that's right, and there are still more spirit shrines left to explore as well. Strangely enough, our best course of action is to simply continue doing whatever we've always done, albeit with renewed dedication. It works for me. Sounds like you've got things covered in the east, which means all that's left for me is to wish you good luck. Take care of him, okay, Sarah? What else would I do? And you take care of yourself too. We wouldn't want anything to happen to you before you reunited with your dear lost Canalia, now would we? Would you just drop that already? Und das ist der erste Moment, wo ich gemerkt habe, wait, warte, Canalia? Wait, gab's da nicht eine Buchserie? Wait, was hat Thor damit zu tun? fuck? Literally, die Szene war das erste Mal, wo ich mir so dachte, wait, was hat das miteinander zu tun? Und ja, damit ihr genau eben diesen Moment nicht halt habt und es euch dann später so denkt, so, scheiße, ich habe irgendwas verpasst. Habe ich halt eben die Kanäle gelesen. Und schon früher darauf hingedeutet, wenn die Verbindung zwischen Thor und dem Buch Kanelia und gemacht wurde. Ja, das war für mich zuerst der Moment, wo es bei mir wirklich so richtig Klick gemacht hat, so von wegen, wait, Thor und Kanelia, was hat Thor mit der Buchserie zu tun? What the fuck? Das ist eine Buchserie, die in Trails in the Sky First Chapter relevant war. Was? Und halt als Reprint in Codes D1. Aber, was? Anyway, keep it up, guys. I'll be in touch. Oh, there goes all my fun. What was all that about? Thor's girlfriend? It did sound that way. For further details, please consult a certain famous novel about a certain lovable scam. They're certainly available in all bookstores. Poor Thor. Seit dem Punkt dachte ich mir so, wait, what's up? Ja. Deswegen habe ich mir gesagt, ab dem Punkt, wenn ich nochmal alle Games durchspielen würde, und das war für mich ab dem Punkt schon entschieden, ich werde früher oder später nochmal alle Games durchspielen, dann liest du diese scheiß Novel durch. Und er stand danach relativ dann zeitnah auch dann angefangen habe zu streamen, nachdem ich mit Reverie durch war, dachte ich mir so, eigentlich eine gute Chance, um jetzt eigentlich zu sagen, bevor du in Calvert reinstartest, spiel die ganze Scheiße nochmal, damit du diese ganzen Details weißt. Alright, you should probably get to work. The best place to start would be checking the latest request from Unser Leben. Missed opportunity. The trouble you have resolved here in Lake Gram has, shall we say, unresolved itself and continued to worsen. They believe the cause may again lie in Lohengrin Castle. As such, we would ask you class to investigate it and see if you can resolve whatever the problem may be. Es hat vielleicht gerade mal eine Woche oder so gedauert, bis der Neighbor wieder da war. Damn. Please contact us at Lake Gram Brazer Guild if you're able to assist us. Hearts in Harmony from Rosine. I want to hold a concert to show the people of Celtic that all is not lost and help them start to heal. Would you be willing to aid me, Class 7? I'm hoping for Elliot in particular. If so, please come meet me in Celtic's chapel and we can figure things out from there. Canyon or Canyon? Do you remember the scenic views of Oryx Canyon? The days we spent there so in love? Oh wait, wrong letter. Anyway, Rain, my good man, I've received word of a dangerous monster on Oryx Canyon Path. Could it be a deal and take care of it for me? Vom Olivier. Deswegen musste ich schon das gleich so vorgelesen. Oh, there's a request from Rosine about Celtic. Yeah, if you can, I'd love to help her out. Me too. It's the least we can do after all the market manager did for us. Alright, agreement. We should try and help her if time permits. Klaus also has something in mind for us to proceed. With that being said, I think it would be best if I were to accompany you for the time being. I'd like to come along too, especially since we have the spirit shrines to worry about. Of course, the Leben will be coming with me. We need both of us to get through the shrines after all. That sounds fine by me, thanks. Right then, let's go. Terry not able to remove Laura from the party. Fair enough. Das heißt, wir nehmen Faye, Lisa, Emma und Sarah. Ey, lass mal zurück. Und du kriegst einfach Emblem hingeschmissen. Eine All-Girls-Party mal ausnahmsweise. Und ich würde auch sagen, hier ist eigentlich ein guter Moment, um auch heute wieder mal aufzuhören. Wir haben eine Stop-Over-Day gemacht. Wir haben viele Bonding-Events gesehen. Wir haben Updates zu Crossplay bekommen. Zu dem nächsten Major Plot-Event, den in Crossplay passiert ist. National Tree. Um da nochmal abzuholen, was ja eigentlich Kia ist. Subterranean Zero. Was gerade ein bisschen auch die ganze Orville Energy, die ganzen Septiums Spaß gerade auch da ein bisschen stark beeinflusst mit Cryptids und allem in der Area, wo unsere guten alten Freunde aus der Special Support Section gerade dort sind und sich damit rumschlagen dürfen, Kia aus den Fängen von Constellation zu befreien, von Arios zu befreien, von na, mir fällt gerade nicht den vom Vault, genau, Vault zu befreien. Wir wären noch relevant. Wir hatten Walt, wir hatten Shirley, wir hatten Sigmund. Und Arias war nochmal extra. Nee, Arias war auch für sich. Und dann halt eine Maria Bell, die ihren Spaß so treibt. Also ja. Aber sag mal, wie immer, ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und es kann Feedback und so weiter. Dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Ciao. Bye.